in here partying on the toilet again, guys. No, just kidding. It just looks that way. Here, I'll let you look. It's a wheelchair at the hotel until I do have a checkout at noon. So I am packed and ready. Have very much enjoyed the time with my father. It's absolutely been fantastic. Couple more hours and then have to drop him at the airport. So going to take advantage of it while I have it. Hello, Miss Laney. Hello, Quester, Gwen. Friends making music. Let's make some victory tunes. It is going to be a little of fun this morning on the news because I got some from some bond contacts. Can't share everything because I've agreed not to for their personal safety of their funds, but a lot more historical bond related artifacts, let's call it that, or boxes. Some very historic stuff came to market. 3 different buyers. There's a mad scramble. Number of bond contacts now eyeing the coming week for a great movement. I believe we even have like Parliament going back tomorrow. I think Monday is going to be a news day for a change. So I'm very excited about that one. Dominating the news in Iraq is non-oil revenues, customs, possibly reducing the customs rate or postponing and going in levels. That same law they passed many, many years ago, and they're finally instituting. Of course, people are screaming. Parliament returns tomorrow. Goldman Sachs. Yeah, a little bit of a leak at Goldman Sachs. Looks like they believe silver could go to $4.12 right now. And they quoted the reason as like an 8.7 billion ounce short. I mean, just the news is really coming loose. Now we got to see what is real. I believe Monday morning is going to be some good news this week, or at least far better than normal. Normally Mondays are like other than saying, hi, how was your weekend? They've been kind of useless. Not that any time with you guys is useless. I mean, it's enjoyable, but I'm expecting some fun stuff early in the week to give us a great idea of where we are headed. Now, my banking contacts that did not work this weekend, one of them gave me an update, said, hey, they told us to enjoy your last weekend, what appears to be their last weekend off for a few months. So I was excited about that news. We're going to talk about it. It's very hopeful. Whether it's real or not, we got to find out, so stay grounded. We do have our normal Saturday launch, meaning we have the illustrious, notorious Matt and Lucas. I think Lucas starts by doing some opera. He's going to be performing Swan Lake. Okay, that's not happening, but we can check in. I think he was supposed to do some studying or something. I forget. How are you ensuring your retirement? You insure your car, you insure your house, your health, so why not your retirement? Gold isn't about chasing returns. It's about managing risk. It's a way to help protect what you've already worked a lifetime to build. That's why I trust Noble Gold Investments. They educate first, never pressure. Make the process simple and stress-free. Thinking about the future and your family. Now it's time to get informed. You can find them, guys, by going to MarkZGold.com, or you can find them at NobleGoldInvestments.com, and you can get a free wealth protection kit. It'll give you some of these statistics so you can make a more informed decision. They're helping you ensure your future. The link's going to be in YouTube and in the Rumble in the description from the video. Now, I think it's time for us to have a little bit of fun. Now, who do we want to have fun with first? Notorious Big Matt?
Oh, yeah.
Or, wait, Lucas, what's going to be your name? If Matt is like Notorious Big M, what would you be?
Luscious Lucas.
Luscious Lucas.
That's what my wife. That's what my wife calls me.
That sounds more like the DJ at a strip club.
Well, sometimes you just got to roll with it.
Or just dance around the pole, man.
That's right.
You guys have no idea how much I enjoy it when you're here. It's fun, informational, and fun. See Deborah celebrating a birthday today. I can't even claim it's Lucas's birthday because we found out when his birthday is. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great, and you know, my wife calls me Matt. Let's see, in the past it's been Big Matty, Sly Matty. Let me see what else. That's about it, really. You know, little Matt.
Can't we run with like Marvelous Matt?
No, I went through the Fat Matt. No, not that, but I went through Fat Matt when I was real little. You know that.
Oh, you mean when Lucas was picking on you before your diet this last year?
It was in the grade school days.
Yeah.
You know, at the but then that ended quick because you just give me the old fisticuffs. You know, and but yeah, that's the truth. So, and the Fat Matt one back in the mid '60s would have been probably back in style. You know, now it's PHATT Fat Matt. You know, but I was too old for that deal. So they just call me Old Matt now. Just Old Matt. Here he comes.
Yeah, now that you like getting in shape, toning up, hitting it, you become Fat Matt, but spelled with a PH instead of an F. So you're killing it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever like look back at like you run into like an old friend from high school and you go, I'm not doing too bad.
Oh man, we got a 50-year reunion next year, man. I'll tell you what.
Man, look, one, I would pay to send somebody to your 50-year reunion to record it.
We should, because the last one, the 45, man, I was there and I was, it's just, man, oh man, it's wild, you know. But we had a big graduating class, it was like 780. And so when you do go to reunions, you still get at least 100 people or 150, maybe 200.
Really? That's great turnout.
Yeah, because then they have their spouses and stuff with usually. And but no, it would be fun to film it. We talk about it all day long. We should have a film crew at the warehouse here all day long. It'd be awesome. And I tell you what, people would get a kick of you'd really think it was funny, but it gets out of control sometimes. But we'd have to probably do a lot of bleeping out because where's that shit from Lucas? Bleep, bleep, bleep. No, I'm just kidding, Lucas. it's in the dumpster.
Don't worry, I get it all the time from all the clients. Like, where's my stuff?
Yeah, but that's one thing I don't do. I've learned in this whole business, your suppliers, you never get mad at them, because if you do, your piece of paper with your name on it goes right to the bottom of the pile. So whenever you're in business, do not ever your suppliers, try to work with them. Don't work against them, because they got a pile of notes sitting on their desk, and you're an ass boy. You're going to the bottom of the pile.
Lucas, good for you finally training Matt.
Yeah, I mean, Matt. I mean, I put his name to the bottom of the pile every time anyway.
Hey, you know what? I learned that lesson in Wisconsin with the guy's name was Jerry Liss at the stock brokerage. I was working in the insurance department, and I'd go sit with him in the morning. Well, he'd be going through his stack, which this was in 90, 91. It would be about an inch high, and he'd grab the first one off the top, and he'd go, grab that, Matt, put it on the bottom. And I'd help him go through his list. And I remember the first time I asked him, I said, what determines if they go on the bottom? And he goes, this guy was just like super money, but he ran a big company. He had about 40 employees. He goes, just all depends, if I can make more money with the person, I'll call him, and the other people go to the bottom. That's like Lucas. So that's what happens. He doesn't make very much money compared to other companies like, with me. So I go on the bottom of the pile, and then I got to sweet talk him to get to the top.
He does a lot of sweet talking.
That's going to say, and Lucas, he appreciates a good sweet talker.
You betcha I do.
That's why he married his wife. Calling him luscious, Lucius, and just whispering those sweet nothings in his ear.
It's the only way I get through the day.
I know it. Just be wary of those Wiccan wiles. The
Luscious Lucas. That should be a booth when you're at a show or something, Lucas. Luscious Lucas in the house.
That's it. We're gonna. Matt and I are forming. Matt and I are forming a new company. Well, it depends on how they, how these, Delta 9 laws and all that stuff work out. But I'm thinking Luscious Lucius gummies.
Ooh.
Ooh, I got this marketing gold here, Matt, for us.
It's we might as well just talk about it a little bit here. But Lucas is working on radio wave Delta 9 now. It's a new thing. You can just how's it going, Lucas?
Just beating it to you.
That is not true at all. Don't even go. I don't even know what path you're going down. Oh yeah,
He's got some Tesla technology. It was that spaceship that crashed when we had Bar on Wednesday, and we've recovered a Delta 9 radio device.
Oh man, could you
somebody out there will believe it?
The big Tesla tower in the middle of nowhere, it'll be the shape of a gummy, and it'll just be like waves pounding off it. People going by. Oh my God, I got too close to it today, officer.
Instead of the big peach in Georgia, where it's like our peaches are ripe or something, it'll be luscious, Lucius gummies on it.
All right. Oh
yeah, Lucius. I mean, Lucas probably luscious. He probably didn't think it's as funny as Matt and I do.
Hey, just think if there was ever like a tornado by your big manufacturing place, Lucas, and all of a sudden stuff went up into the atmosphere, the gummies, and all of a sudden, it just traveled in clouds and started falling down, like fish do when that happens sometimes on the people, little kids. All of a sudden, look at Mom, some candy fell from the sky. It's got Lucas's name on it. No.
I like Kukla's idea for Valentine's heart-shaped gummies. We can make them passion fruit flavored.
You know what?
Oh my gosh!
The best. Trust me. If you're in love with everything, just get the gummies and it'll take off. You'll be fine. We get a lot, and it really works for the senior crowd. I get a lot of comments. They call from all the 55 and over places. Mm-hmm. Usually during the week, I might get on average.
You need to just deliver to the assisted places like that. I mean, that's one of the biggest markets in gummies in the Farm Bill products.
Yeah, it's yeah.
You're gonna be riding around in your own little golf cart. What is that? The Villages in Florida?
Oh, they need help now.
Instead of the ice cream man.
You know what? They need a little bit of a mellowing out period there. I think they got too crazy down there. I was watching a video there. People are kind of moving out instead of moving in now. Got a little bit too crazy, and then the crazy people, all of a sudden it's not as crazy for them as they want to be because the bars closed. I think at 8:00. But it's that's one thing. I was out and visiting a buddy out in Scottsdale too. And we go out and we're at a place, and I okay. So I don't know. I was 2 hours ahead even. And man, at 7:30, the place is clearing out. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, are you kidding me? Even in Minnesota, we keep going. At least when you're even as a senior, you're still going till 10:00 or 11. And these people are just like, oh, I got to go home and go to bed at 7:00 at night, 7:30.
Lucas, I feel picked on now.
Well, Mark, you know what I'm saying.
It's about your time. I mean, heck, all you guys did yesterday was pick on me. And then we pick on Matt. So it's about time you get yours.
This is true.
Yeah, pick on Mark. Mark, yeah, what time do you go home from the club? I mean, you must stay there for
about 7 or 8.
Oh, man. But that's all right. It's all right if you want to retire.
About 10, the horses on the pumpkin carriage are starting to turn back into mice for me, and I start thinking about 6:30 the next morning.
Yeah, it's you're up early. That's true. Yeah, but anyways, so that's really I think that's what's I'm guessing. I've never been to the Villages, but I think that's what hurt. I think they got to move the time up for closing time from like 8:00 at night till about like midnight maybe. Get a little action going there. So, but you know what? Maybe not. Maybe they need some Guru's products to keep them young. We do have a lot of people from the Villages. I bet we've got 100 customers coming out of
Really? That's actually interesting to know.
We really do, yeah. We really do.
All right, so in chat, any of you Villages people, I mean, not the crazy swinger types. I don't want you guys taking me on the tour because I'm a little worried. But Not that some of the stories that come out of there,
No.
they're just awesome. But I wouldn't mind a tour of the villages, see what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure. That would be fun. I've never been there, but I hear a lot about it.
So we're going to need a tour guide to take Matt and Lucas and I for a tour of the villages.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, I went to put in villages in my computer as I'm sitting here, and I ended up putting in Viagra by mistake. No, I'm just
The
kidding.
villages people, Tim Foo Fighter. All right. You should probably tell us to get in there before I distract us again.
You know what? I just pulled it up. We got 72 customers from the villages that order there now and then. That's pretty good.
Wow. That's great.
I mean, that's by far our busiest area in Florida, for sure. You know what it is, though? But see, our average customers compared to the rest of the companies, and Lucas will verify this because he knows this kind of thing. Our customer base is probably 20 years over the average THC customer base out there. Don't you think, Lucas?
What do you mean 20 years?
Older.
Meaning like if the average CBD buyer in the country is 35 and your average customer is 55 for CBD.
I don't even want to say nationally, Matt. I would say the average probably consumer of CBD and THC is probably like after 40, 45 years old. We see it mostly because, pain, inflammation, and sleep. Those
Yep.
three things are just massive. I mean, Matt, I'm almost in that arena. You are. And like most of, even my partner on the manufacturing side, he's a lot older than me. And so the whole thing is like, that's the biggest, need. Obviously you have the aches and pains, but even more so than that, I would even say is the sleep aspect. Like people, and growing up younger and, getting through, you're like, man, I don't have a problem. I put my head on the pillow and I fall asleep and I have a great night. And then as you get older, you're like, gosh, man, I wish I could just get 6 hours of sleep, just something to recover. And people don't realize, especially younger kids, they have no idea how difficult it is to not only fall asleep, but also to stay asleep.
Oh, man, you're right.
It's the truth.
Yeah. And, did you guys have trouble sleeping when you were little or not?
No, I never had a problem. I
Really?
slept like a baby. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did because I had two screaming brothers in my room with me that were younger, But no, I would go just crazy until outside playing until about 9 o'clock at night. The whistle would go off. They call it, Then I'd go in, and I probably should have been out there till about 11. Blow off some more steam because I'd get in bed and I'd just be laying there and I couldn't sleep for 2-3 hours. And I'd finally fall asleep, but no big deal. I should have had the sleep gummies as a little kid, and you know what? I would have snuck them from my parents if they had them back then. But anyways, I'm not saying any kids out there listening because I'm sure we don't even have any listening. Trust me, unless you're sitting there, and
I
especially
got a lot of them sitting with the parents and the grand. You'd be surprised at the number of kids that check in with me.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, with their parents, of course. Well, kids are great. It's the next generation. It's the future. And I know it may be a little crazy that I get so excited when I see young families, but I genuinely get excited to see the next generation and better family structures. It's,
You know what? I'm going
when
to
you get
throw
old, you
out
get snappy.
I'm going to throw out $1 billion idea for somebody out there if they are listening right now and they're technology savvy. If you would, because we were before I came out this morning, I was with a couple small kids. We were watching baby Trump videos. Have you guys seen any of those?
Yeah, I've seen some of those. And of course, I immediately, when somebody sends me a video and it says baby Trump, I think of baby Trump, the guy.
Right. Yeah. And, so it was a 11-year-old. And I said, I want you to learn from him what he's saying. They were laughing and stuff about it. It was, what was it? The one last episode we were watching, it was Trump at the therapy session, And he goes, I said, it's his confidence. Be confident like him. because it helps. And you watch it, they're the most hilarious thing. You never watch them, do you, Lucas?
No,
Oh, okay. It's very fun.
Yeah, he's still watching Peppy Pig
that's right.
because he's a
Yeah.
handsome pig.
And the stuff these kids watch now, it's unbelievable, man.
Oh,
They
it's
see more.
weird, man.
What's that, Mark?
It's weird.
No,
I was scrolling through the television and I saw some Cartoon Network yesterday after the podcast just to, real quick, trying to make myself watch more mainstream news. So going to the news stations just to see just how delusional they are or what their spin on things. And it, passed through the Cartoon Network. And I was like,
well, how about the Mr.
we need
Beast
Bugs
guy?
Bunny back. Somebody not violent.
It's and if you're older and you got little kids in your life, sit with them and watch it. Like we had a discussion for about 3 minutes about Mr. Beast, and I said, I think I would be a Mr. Beast and better than him than he is. And the kids, then they sat there and they said, well, you'd have to have the money to do it. And I said, okay, besides the money, would I be better than him? And they go, yeah, you would be. He's kind of sappy, and it's like, these are little kids calling the dude sappy. So I'm just saying, I'd be better than him. I'm just saying, it's just, but you got to be confident like baby Trump, and that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And that's why, Lucas, you should watch it more because you need more confidence. Your confidence is getting a little low lately.
Oh boy.
But he needs somebody that builds him up instead of tearing him down. And it could be, Matt, it could be our fault for the way we pick on him.
Maybe. I mean, I did watch the Lorax last night. Does that count?
Wait, you watched the what?
Lorax.
What is that?
Oh, man. Well, that's important because I'm figuring on biggering.
What's Lorax? What is that? I don't even know.
It's a cartoon.
Have you never been to the Street of the Lifted Lorax?
Oh, come on, Matt. Get with the times.
When did this come out?
This is is like one of Dr. Seuss's greatest.
Oh yeah, oh gosh, I don't know how. It probably came out when you were born.
Exactly.
So would this be the opposite of like Our Gang and Spanky and all them? Because Lorax.
No. It's this mythical creature that gets greedy and starts chopping down trees until there's no trees to chop down, and then the environment crashes. But it's a Dr. Seuss, and it's all about corporate greed.
Yeah,
it's a classic. It's a classic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you a report next time I'm on. I'm gonna put it on with the kids later and see if they like it or if they've heard about it.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you they've heard about it.
Yeah, but the one thing we're looking forward to tonight is the Packers-Chicago game. And what's the bet? If this is gonna be great. If the Packers win, one of the little people has to do 50 push-ups. And if the Bears win, I have to do 2. Because that's all I would commit to. What would you commit to, Lucas? Lucas would commit to 100 because he's in such great shape.
Yeah, but Lucas is going to do 100 push-ups anyways.
That's right.
So I'm not certain we need him to commit to anything because it's kind of like, it's just part of his regular routine.
Yep.
But Matt, we really should. We're burning through time, and you need to tell them how to get there and what the specials are.
Yeah, Matt, we only got like 15 minutes.
Actually, 19 to be exact, Lucas.
Oh my gosh.
About 15. Lucas wants to get moving because he talks too much already. Hold on, you guys. Okay. So to get in our site, we go to thecbdgurus.com. Okay. And then when you're in the site, you go to the wholesale button on the top, and you'll see MarkZ wholesale, and you put in there, you just hit that button, and then you'll see a box that pops up. And if you have to put a code in there, it's lowercase KRAMCBD. And then you're in the specials. And then you just scroll down, read all the stuff you have to about the specials there, bud. So here we go. Every order 25 or more, not including shipping and discounts, receive 5 million Bolivar. Every order 75 or more, not including shipping and discounts, receives 10 million Bolivar. Every order 100 or more, not including shipping and discounts, receives 10 million Bolivar and your choice of either 1 pound CBD coffee that retails for $29 or the sleep gummies, which are right about that price. I'm not sure. I'd have to look down, but I'm reading up above there. So the sleep gummies or the free coffee at 100. There you go. It's like getting a discount of like 25% plus the currency, like 30% or more. Okay. But you don't get the discount. You just get free goodies here. Okay. At a 125, you get 5 million more Bolivar plus the coffee or the gummies. It's just, just one or the other. Okay. Anyway, and then we have, if you're new and you have a question, call 612-412-8343, or else just put the order in yourself, which is the best way to go. Technology, but the phone with Wendy gets very busy on Saturdays. So if you call, don't keep calling, just leave your number and we'll get back to you and your name. Okay. Or you can just text or just go on and put the order in yourself. And if you need help, and just ask if you're a guy like 60 or 70 years old, 67 years old, and you don't know how to do it, like that would be me, just go ask the neighbor gal to come over because she's in high school. She could do it for sure. And she would, because these, that's just being neighborly, like when they're out there and they get stuck in the snow, I'm pushing their car. So anyway, she'd help me put an order in, and she could probably put it in 2 seconds, truthfully. But I know how to put them in myself. So, Mark, why did you laugh?
Yeah.
I'm just
Sitting here.
But I mean,
just get the 6-year-old grandkid to do it for you. It'll be faster.
You know what? You're right. You could have I think it could, 6 years old, yeah, they could do it. You're right. 100% they could. Okay, so the first product we have in our specials is the Immunity, and that's a dynamite product, the gel cap there. You know what? It's a good thing to take on an airplane too, with all the germs if you're ever going on not an airplane but a jet. So I just take one when you get on. Take one when
I
you
do,
get on.
guys. Every time I forget it is when I end up sick from traveling. When I don't forget it, I'm in good shape. That stuff to me is like a must-have when you travel.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about you get on that plane with 100 people, and you're gonna have every one of their germs by the time you land, unless you're just getting on and getting off, or you know what I mean. It's just one of those things. And then, God forbid, you sit in a seat and you have somebody just coughing right next to you the whole time, and it's just. I've been on a plane like that where somebody sat 3 rows from me, a friend, and they were next to a cougher, and they were sick the whole week while we were gone. And then I wasn't, because I was near the window, and I just put my shirt up above my nose, and I just went to sleep until I got off the plane because I knew it was going to be trouble. And yeah, she was sick the whole time we were gone. And I
Or you
wasn't.
get the parents that don't take care of their kids behind you, and one's got a cold and it's using your seat as a jungle gym.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's the plane stuff is fun, man. When you get on there and the stuff people try to do, it's anyway. So we got the sleep, and that's one of the next product, you guys, and that's the one that you can either get that free or the coffee. But we have that $29. The sleep gummies, they work great. We got the coffee 2 for $55. We got the turkey tail 120 counts. We got the 5 matrix 60 count 5 mushrooms there. What's that, Mark?
I got to get back to it. I had come back to us when we started talking about immunity. All right, keep going. Where are we at?
Okay, so now we're on the 6th product, 60 count mushrooms, 4 mushrooms. Those are awesome. The lion's mane gummies, those have CBG in them, plus the lion's mane. And there was one guy, and he's in the audience, and God bless you. And I love the feedback, but he said I can get the product cheaper at the local store in Arizona for $27. And I said, but You don't have the CBG in there. Okay. So, and not only that, it's that when you buy our stuff, you get the currency, you get a discount, and God forbid you would be supporting Mark's show, Man in Phoenix. Okay. So anyways, not everybody in Phoenix, but the guy's listening. So anyways, cool. Okay. So you got the pet oil for $19, 1,500 milligram. We got the beef treats. We don't have any chicken treats right now, but we'll get some in the future. It's kind of funny. Those beef treats really were outselling the chicken treats about 8-1, but as soon
And
as
then
we're out,
bam.
then the chicken people call. But anyways, trust me, if your pet loves the chicken, I think they're going to like the beef. We got the broad spectrum gummies here. We got the Delta 8 gummies. Those are great for sleep. I'll tell you what, if I couldn't sleep all night, I would probably take a Delta 8 and a sleep gummy. Now, would that be all right, Lucas? I got to put that by Lucas. Is that too much first?
What are you taking?
I'm just saying, if I had a really, really bad time sleeping, and for the first time, I might take a Delta 8 and a sleep gummy together. Or is that too much?
I wouldn't do that. No. Negative,
Oh,
Ghost Rider.
okay, okay. I just
Leave
okay.
time to sleep in if you do.
Yep. I
Yeah.
just threw that out there, and I was glad you said it the way you did. Lucas knows this stuff, and I do too. But I just wanted to test them. That's all that
They're
was.
definitely create they they are definitely created one to be not used together, but they're for different purposes, right? So the sleep gummy is for those who do not want any THC in their body, if there's testing or anything like that. Whereas say the Delta 8s work really well, um and obviously start with a half of one and take it, say 45 minutes before you want to go to bed. But they're not really, you really don't want to take those two together. Delta 8s are great, but if you're worried about THC or don't want any THC, then stick with the sleep gummies if you're okay with a little THC. And if you take a half one, you're really not going to feel much. Um, if anything at all. Now, if you take a full one, you'll probably definitely feel something, but it really helps relax your body to be able to go to sleep.
For sure. Ditto that. Okay. And the next product, we have the lemon 5 milligram 10 count gummies, $9. You know what's funny? We're in Wisconsin and we ship those into Minnesota. We ship quite a few of them. And Lucas don't like me saying that, but those are actually really a legal thing in Minnesota. Those 10 counts there. And the guys in Minnesota, they're not even allowed to ship anything from Minnesota. It's illegal for them to do that if they're based in Minnesota. That's why we had to move over to Wisconsin. But anyways, but they got their hands full. They're probably not enforcing it right now. They got bigger fish to fry for the state of Minnesota right now.
They got a mess right now.
Yep. And yeah, so we were. No, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna get a T-shirt made, but then I called my buddies at the clothing place, and they won't make it for me. You want to know what I was gonna say on it, you guys?
Sure.
Okay, it was gonna be. It wasn't. It actually wasn't my idea, but I went with it. It was gonna be called Pirates of the Caribbean: The Somalians and Epstein's versus the Epstein's. No. Come on, you guys. You got to laugh about it. Lucas is going, Matt, don't say this shit. Okay. But the person who I pitched it to, they laughed pretty heartily. But they said, oh, we can't do that, Matt. I said, I didn't think so. I just did it for a laugh. Okay. Pirates of the Norwegian Caribbean. We settled on. No, I'm just kidding. You know what the Norwegian, no, it's a Norwegian Riviera. That's Duluth, Minnesota. And you don't want to visit it in the winter because it's too cold. Anyway, here we go. So we got the blueberry gummies, which are dynamite. And we've got the orange gummies. We got the raspberry gummies. We got the 10 milligram gummies. We got the Miracle Gold gummies. We got the Miracle Gold oils, coffees, the concentrates, which people have really taken to. They like that stuff. That's cool. We got the 14,000, which is a dynamite oil. We've got the lotions. And we have the energy gummies, the ACV, the 6 packs of 30 milligram THC. So on those, just put a little, a little bit in your drink. Don't go nuts, because that's 30 milligrams, and then put the cap back on, put it in the fridge. I like to put it in water at night, or basically anything, and I'll admit it. I've been taking a little bit at night to sleep, and I feel good about it. I feel good about myself. And I got some chocolates left in there, and we've got the shots, and we got all kinds of stuff. If it's not in there, just look in the blue buttons on the purple buttons on top, the blurple buttons. Yeah, the blurple color. And the box is up there. If you don't see it, write them, and then you're all set. But yeah, that's cool, And I don't know. Oh, we still hold every product you buy. We hold it for the humanitarian resort deal. Some boulevard to the side. So and hopefully at the end we can RV that stuff, right? And I hope it works, because I hope it does, because that means I guess our country's successful, right, you guys? I don't know. That's my opinion. If the boulevard don't go, I don't think our country's going to go. So, okay, that's just my opinion, and I hope you like that one. So, what do you think of that?
Been a lot of movement on that front. The oil exec meeting yesterday was interesting. All right, so do we want to squeeze in a CBD question for Lucas before it's a wrap, or a few?
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, and I hate it because I had some earlier. Question: which gummies are easier on your liver? Yeah, I've never heard of a negative with cannabinoids and liver health. I mean, I've not researched it, and I need to research it. But Lucas, that is just an indicator, or I've just never heard that.
I would say we had actually a shipping snafu of these greens and probiotic gummies, black pepper, like a lot of the stuff that actually got screwed up in shipping. But something like that would definitely be super beneficial. Matt should have had them by now. It's a long story, but soon. So there'll be like a multi greens, anything from broccoli to black pepper to spirulina, a massive blend, over 64 different ingredients in that. So something like that, especially like a greens and probiotic gummy, would definitely be beneficial. But sorry guys, like we thought this would be in this week, and obviously with this shipping issue, we weren't able to kind of release it. So there'll be definitely some things coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, I'd want to try Daily Word just talking about how much he loves the blueberry gummies. I have not tried those yet. I want to try those. I love blueberry.
Do you know someone who hates the blueberry gummies?
Who?
Matt.
Really?
What are you talking about? Why did you say
Matt? Ever since I started doing those blueberry, that they taste good. Matt likes to taste. Hey, you don't have to defend yourself. Matt doesn't like this. Matt is very sensitive to smells, and so the blueberry gummies have a little bit of an off smell, just because the puree smells like that. But it's the antioxidants, it's the polyphenols, all this in the blueberries, because they're so high. It has like a little bit of a weirder smell, but the taste is really good. Matt's just very sensitive. His nose hairs are a little different than a little sensitive.
They might be wearing some. They might be wearing some that be a little, sugar loafers on the nose hair.
I went to therapy for that, Lucas, on the smells or whatever. But I'll tell you.
Did you really?
Yeah, and the therapist got me through it, and now I'm trying to take one about every other day now on the blueberry. Not trying. I'm actually trying to hold back from taking more. And so I'm hoping that next time we make a batch of those, you can just make me just thousands of them just for eating.
Because I love the blueberry ones. I love the blue.
I love it.
I'm glad you're coming around.
Yeah.
It's about darn time.
Hey,
Right.
Mark, if you don't have a question, I just want to tell Lucas something, but I'm not going to do it now because it was just too much, So after Indiana won, I went online. I said, you
Yeah.
know what,
Speaking of
Lucas?
Indiana, is it legal to ship? Do you guys ship to Indiana?
Did Indiana change its law?
I don't
long
think
as-
so. I mean,
long
but
as
somebody
it's
just
not-
asked.
Yeah, I
long as
don't
you,
think Indiana. I mean, unless they have recently changed their laws, Indiana is one that I don't think they have any. I don't think they have any restrictions on it.
Restrictions, yeah. So the answer is yes. They ship to Indiana.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
maybe not Gary. I think they're pretty strict there.
All right.
I'm
Keep
just
going.
kidding.
All right. Keep going with your story, man.
Okay, so Indiana won in football last night. I figured, whoa, that was Lucas's home state. So I said to myself, you know what, Lucas has been so good to me the last 8 years or whatever, since the day where I was going to the chiropractor. And I said, I'm going to get him 5 tickets to the game, and I really meant that, Lucas. And I go on there, and then I changed my mind. You know why?
Because it's probably crazy expensive.
Oh my God! Any seat that's just halfway decent, you're looking at 15,000 a seat. And I'm
No, are you
yes.
kidding me?
No, I'm not
Wow.
kidding. I'm flabbergasted.
Well,
I mean,
Lucas, you
these
just found out how much
prices.
he doesn't love you.
No.
Trust me. If he would have bought him, I would have punched him in the face. Like,
75 grand
don't.
is what it would have cost.
That
I,
is
75 grand.
nuts. I mean, Matt, I was gonna take my family to like a lower level hockey game in Indianapolis, and they were like $112 a ticket. I'm like, yeah,
oh,
no, thank you. But because like I remember growing up, like we could be able, you'd be able to buy tickets for like $10. To the
exactly.
kind of the lower level like hockey games and stuff, like nothing, nothing to the high end or fancy, just like the lower end, stuff. And I'm like, even the lower end stuff has just skyrocketed in price. I'm like, this is nuts.
Yeah, and I thought
I'm
to
not.
myself, since Larry Bird left and Bobby Knight, there hasn't been anything good in Indiana, and so this would have been a once in a lifetime deal for you.
I
I'm
know,
just kidding,
I know.
Lucas.
Hey, I was all, seeing, being able to grow up and watch those guys. The one I really never got to watch, I really wanted to watch, and I actually have a ton of his cards, is Pete Maravich.
Oh, Pistol Pete, the man, the myth.
Oh
All right.
yeah, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
never got to see him. Never got to see
Yeah.
him.
No, Pistol Pete, just world class. We got a question squeeze in there. I'm going to try to get 2 quick ones, and I got to do the news and wrap up.
Okay. Yeah.
Get real. What to take for arthritis? My aunt has great pain at 81.
Well, and obviously, like guys, this is we have to say this, but like this isn't medical advice. And especially 81, depending on what kind of medication she's on. My grandmother passed away and she was 96. And I actually gave the 14,000 full spec to her, and she actually brought it to her doctor, and her doctor worked it especially with her medication to make sure that it wouldn't interact, as well as kind of helped her out on dosing because that's more important. But it helped her. She had extremely bad hip pain from inflammation, and she really, really did well with that. So, and took her like 90% off the opiates. So that worked really, really, really well. So I would say the 14,000, but again, just make sure that it doesn't interact with any medication, and have kind of that medical oversight, especially for dosing.
Here's going to be your last question so that we can get to the news. Salty Light, do the sleep gummies have melatonin in them?
Yes, they do. They have 5 milligrams of melatonin.
All right, answered that one, guys. I got to wrap this one and get to a quick news segment. I can't thank you folks enough. Big part of the program. Anything you guys want to say as we wrap it?
No, just have a good day, and thanks for having us on, Mark. And
No, always have fun with it, guys. Looking forward to this next week. It's going to be a crazy week. Buckle up.
That's right. Hey, have a good one, guys.
Take
Thanks,
care.
guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. All right, the CBD gurus. Now we do need to get to the news so that I can get out of here before they drop kick me out of here. We're going to start. Well, I mean, we do have some news articles. Sharing them is a little tougher on the mobile setup, so we'll talk about them. The conversations going on in Iraq this morning in the news day, or should I say, our morning, their day, non-oil revenues and customs, possibility of delaying or restructuring the customs because 50% tariff on everything. So, they import majority of their goods. It's been a bit of a shock to the people, even though they've been had 15, 16 years to be prepared for it. But that is the conversation they're having. Some of the other pieces that have been breaking in the news is a leak over at Goldman Sachs. They are looking for silver possibly at 412. And they are saying that because there's an 8.7 billion ounce short. So the structural issues in the economy are really, really starting to come to the forefront. On the bond side, some very interesting things. I got a number of bond contacts telling me of a release of some more of the historic ones. I have one that won't give me details, but has said that absolutely some of their fellow bondholders / whatever have been paid. But I'm trying to get those confirmations so that we can feel way better about it. But they do expect something big to happen this coming week in the revaluation process. I don't know if that means that we're going to know a date. Possibly it is the date. I don't know those answers yet, but I am expecting a substantial amount of news between now and Monday based on the overwhelming number of messages last night. And then in Iraqi news, they've been asking Soudani to come in and sit down over these and preside over these. It seems to be they have figured out that it doesn't work without Soudani right now. And there are some meetings with some of the lawmakers today, even though they are out of parliament today and they're returning tomorrow morning, which isn't unusual. They meet on Sundays often. It's a work day for them. But the number of sensitive subjects that they have pushed to Sunday means that Monday should be a pretty solid news day for a change. Let's see. Are they saying silver is going down? No, Cass. You got maybe 2 players out of hundreds that think that silver may go down. I would stay upbeat long term, like very upbeat. I mean, I'm upbeat enough that I just eked out any little extra dollars to pick up 20 more coins. Not big, not a huge order, I know, but it's all I could justify in this time. Bernard, and Bernard, it's good to see you in here. I know you don't get in as often. I can't find a single source that think a lock is a problem. I don't know who started that rumor, but I cannot find a single source that will confirm it and say it is accurate or real. They just chuckle and laugh. I even had a Treasury contact that chuckled and said, "Did you believe it?" I simply don't believe it. I think it is absolute and utter BS. Oh, my lighting looks horrendous in here today. Frank was referring to a lock as the problem, and Frank could be right, guys. I mean, it is possible, but I am just not hearing that from anybody else. The group rumors, we will leave that in with the bond rumors about this coming week, and most of them seem to be focusing on Tuesday as getting some positive news. But I have had a couple of groups that shared the same thing, that they are hearing timing wise is when they start to process. We'll see, guys. Stay calm. A lot of indicators and too many of them pointing at the same time. Let's see. In June of last, Johnny Enlow. Who's Johnny? It sounds familiar. Johnny Enlow said God told him silver was really worth $2,000. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Before I forget on that one, because we do have a lot of news coming out of Iran. I didn't touch on that. I know I can't go long this morning with this news segment, but I do think this is very important, is just what we are seeing in Iran. The rumors overnight are that the Khamenei has been moved into a bunker, and that I wish I could remember this, the IRGC. For some reason, I am brain farting on what it stands for. And many of you guys, fortunately, I've got a great memory. I've got you folks. There are many claims and many independent individuals posting videos or claiming that they have pretty much been routed and removed from the streets. They have either just refused to do their job. I'm not saying that they're ineffective. I'm not saying that they're pansies, not saying any of those things. Just saying when you don't, if it's true the Khamenei's gone to a bunker, it seems to be that their chain of command is imploding. So if one, you don't firmly believe in it, you believe in your people, nobody's there to direct you, no matter how effective you are as a fighting force, you're probably either going to lose or just put down your gun or just take your gun and go home. But there are a lot of happenings, and if any of these are accurate, we may be seeing the end of the Iranian regime for the last, since 1979. This is history making, what we're watching going on, and perhaps that's what they're waiting on. Perhaps they know that something big is going to happen. We do have the Khamenei ranting and raving and saying that they are going to crack down on protesters, that they have been gentle enough and they are sovereign. In the U.S., it's all the U.S.'s fault. It's all Donald Trump's fault. The 30-some years of abuse to the people, the mass graves, the oppressive, the locking up anybody that disagrees with you, all that is somehow Trump's fault. I know. 35 years ago, and it's still Trump's fault. Nuts how he is responsible for everything in the world. It's impressive, actually. It means he's really powerful. Satire for anybody that is too dumb to figure that out. And occasionally we get them. Very rarely on the America First side. So perhaps, but that is what's going on right now. So it does make me wonder if they know that there's an end to this. In other words, do they know Khamenei? Do they know we're going to be sending in forces to help the people? Which means then they don't have to worry about the Iranian influence in Iraq at all. So they can pull the trigger, and then they got Iran ready to go either at the same time or very shortly after. It is interesting. And then the meeting yesterday with the oil execs in Venezuela, it appears Venezuela might actually make this one. Libertad. Oh, also the Khamenei is now calling protesters terrorists. They have been renamed terrorists. Really does sound like a playbook from the United States, where anybody that believed in Donald Trump was named a terrorist. I guess the flip of that is you study history. One side calls it a terrorist, another side calls it a liberation fighter or a patriot. So it's history will let us know which one they are going to be remembered as. So we do have a lot of interesting times and a lot to watch for Monday morning. Would not be surprised to see some news that necessitates sooner, but tentatively right now, we are planning on Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Trying to see a couple of these real quickly before I move on. Mark, riots in Minnesota. Police caption who supported the protesters were attacked and his officers. Forces to flee the area. 2 hotels broken in to look for ICE agents. Staying at hotels, no ICE agent. This is definitely one of those, if I were ICE, I'd step away. I'd let them have exactly what they think they want, and they will quickly learn that is not what they want. Randall's birthday. Deborah's, Rick's, Joe's, John's, Mill of Hess. It's a bunch of them. Yeah, all right. Who's rooting for who? Green Bay or the Bears? Wells Fargo Bank in Kansas posted on market. Currency exchanges after January 10th will be appointment only. Oh, wow. We have had some interesting bank stories of late where they only mention that, yes, they have been informed that they will see it soon, but not exact times by many of you guys are reporting. Let's see, Anthony, your grandson's birthday was yesterday. Zayden, 9. Big Zayden, happy birthday. Carolina wins. This is a good one that I have not touched on. Just I've been running, and it just, for whatever reason, it's been lower on the importance, and it shouldn't have been. Postal website that they have to carry a travel restrictions letter. They need to be prepared. Why are they preparing for travel restrictions? Are we getting ready to get another pandemic where only necessary people are moved? Is this getting ready to be EBS? But we do. We have. It is not difficult, guys. Many postal workers have posted the letter to email that they have received that they are to be prepared at any moment to be in a lockdown situation, and they have to be prepared to travel, to move, to get job done. In other words, to get back and forth. So if that's going to happen, that means we need to be prepared, whether that's some extra canned goods, some extra food, some extra oodles and noodles for those that can, which really sucks for those that can't, because, well, you can't afford to stock up if we're going to be shut down for days. But things are clearly ramping up for something big. Weekend. Usually they are doing their best over the weekend to try to get ahead of the silver run. It's still, last time I checked, over $80. 80.35. We have run out of rope on kicking the can, is my belief. Very much my belief. All right, folks, I know it's early, but I need to wrap it to get out of here before they beat on the door, and to get things moving for getting last thing or two we want to see before Dad goes to the airport. So I'm going to sing happy birthday in color rap. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody says my hubby works for USPS. Never saw the letter. I've had a couple of people that work for post office. Some have told me they haven't seen it. Some have told me they have received it. I wonder if it's like job specific. Do they consider that USPS job to be mandatory or essential? I wonder what the logic is in that one. Gary, of course, go Bears all the way. Super Bowl. You think they will turn it into the Bears again? Let's see. My sister works at a hotel in Minnesota where ICE agents are staying. Yeah, Teresa, do not say what that one is for their safety. Do not say what. Isn't that bad? That's where we're at in life. We can't say where the good guys are staying because it's not safe. It's crazy. All right, let's do the birthday thing. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. May you live, may you love, may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. To all those celebrating. D's, have you seen in the Iraqi news Soudani withdrew his candidacy? No, but I did see a piece in the Iraqi news where Soudani said it is not true. He has not removed his candidacy. So I would treat that one, D's, as absolute and utter rumor until proven differently, because truth is out the window right now. We got to dig for it and fight for it. All right, enjoy your football tonight. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'm looking forward to you guys Monday morning, unless we get some breaking news. Bye, guys.